स्टार्ट करें। Good morning to all of you and welcome back to Career Launcher UPSC. I am Preeti Sagar and I'm going to present important news articles from The Hindu for the day. So first important news article, that is about GSLV F10 fails to put satellite into orbit, and its extension is mentioned on another page, that is on page number 8. So this article you will find on page number 1 as well as its extension on page number 8. So basically this article is important for prelims paper, and other two articles mentioned or based on this same topic is mentioned on page number 6 and 8. 6 and 10. So you have to suffice all such articles so that you can fetch some points regarding its analysis for the prelims paper as well as for GS paper 3 under science and technology. So basically what you have to do in this article, what you have to read in this article, you have to read what is the mission all about. If GSLV F10 mission had been launched and it had been failed, then what was this mission was all about? What was the need of it? What was the use of it? Why it had got failed? So you can fetch out some points for prelims as well as for the GS paper 3 under science and technology. Next important article, that is about retail inflation eases to 5.6% in July. This article is mentioned on page number 1 and this is important for prelims paper. So this article is talking about 5.6% inflation, retail inflation found in July. Okay, it was calculated in the month of July. So this 5.6% inflation, because we know that inflation rate in India, that was for plus minus 2%. But during COVID-19, RBI had recently changed the benchmark of inflation, and it is somewhere 5.6, 5.8. Okay, so you have to go through this article. This is important for the prelims as well as its impact on economy, as well as its impact on economic development and economic growth. Okay, so this article becomes important not only for the prelims paper but also for GS paper 3 under economy section regarding concepts of inflation and impact on economy because of inflation, and various concepts associated with inflation, like monetary policy committee, what a monetary policy committee can do to control inflation, what are those tools to control inflation, because its impact directly falls on the economy. So you have to have a clear picture regarding inflation concept and other concepts associated with the topic. Next important article, that is squaring up to India's education emergency. In making up for months of lost formal learning, there needs to be action on the education, health and livelihood fronts. So this article, basically this is an editorial article mentioned on page number 6, and you can read the analysis regarding COVID-19 or pandemic and its impact on education, health and livelihood factors or livelihood fronts. So this article basically becomes important for GS paper 2 under health and education and its impact on the livelihoods of the people, because many people, they have lost their jobs. Many people, they had been a victim of COVID-19 because of job loss, unemployment, because of their health impact. Students who are future of the nation, their study is getting hampering even now as well. And India had faced first and second wave. Now third wave is coming to approach. It is yet to come in India. So what will be its impact, and what our children and other section of the people, they are facing they are facing issues and challenges because of COVID-19. So you can have an analysis in this article. Next important article, that is Eye in the Sky. ISRO must open itself to public gaze and not shy away from sharing its success failures. So as I've already mentioned, that this is related to the mission F10, GSLV F10 and its failure. So basically this article you will find on page number 6. This is an editorial article and it becomes important for GS paper 3 under science and technology section. That is about development or scientific development and technological development in our country. So basically this article is talking about India's efforts or India's efforts in the sky. It means in the space. So it doesn't matter whether India has failed or it doesn't matter whether India had got success. But what matters? India's efforts. okay, to have India's name or to have India's presence in the sky, in the space. So this article is very much important. So you can read this article and make some important points from it. Next important article, that is Parliament is abdicating its oversight role. The monsoon session, which has ended, is another example of Parliament being quite ineffective in all its functions. This article you will find on the editorial page on page number 6, and it is important for GS paper 2 under polity section, polity and governance section. So this article basically is talking about the premature adjournment of Parliament. We can see that not only this monsoon session, which has ended recently, but previous sessions as well under present government, when sessions had to ended or adjourned prematurely. So here, basically, if monsoon session, winter session, or any session is going on, that goes on for certain time period. If before that certain time period, Parliament gets adjourned, then its impact falls on our accountability, on the accountability of our member of parliaments or ministers. Because if session is holding, so it means that all such important issues which our country is facing, so Parliament is the forum where discussion goes on all such matters which citizen of our country or India is facing. So if adjournment happens or it takes place prematurely, then there are many impacts which falls on the democracy as well as on the accountability. So you can read an analysis on this matter. Next important article, that is the many shades of intolerance. Intolerance in India is discussed mostly within the framework of religion and not caste. So this article you can find on op-ed page, that is opposite to editorial, on page number 7. And it is important for GS2 under social issues and challenges. So basically this article can also important for essay paper. Why? Because intolerance is the topic which is very wide, which is very vast. And basically this article is talking about intolerance, which is having different shades. It means intolerance in the society on the basis of religion, on the basis of caste. So there are many divisions in the society. On that basis, intolerance can be found. So this article is basically analyzing these such issues. Next important article, that is satellite mission. 2 stages completed, but third failed. Deviation from plan appeared 352 seconds after launch. So this article, it is also related to the recent mission, which India had failed some issues due to some issues. So this is mentioned on page number 10, and it is important for GS paper 3 under science and technology as well as for the prelims paper. So as I've already mentioned about this, that explanation regarding the mission had been mentioned in this article. So basically what this mission is all about, what was the issues that mission had faced, why it has got failed. So this article is basically talking about these things. So you can have an insight on the topic. Next article, that is India, Saudi Arabia begin naval exercise. So this article is also mentioned on page number 10, and this is important for prelims paper. So basically, these type of questions being asked in the prelims paper of UPSC, where exercise name would be given, and you have to find out that so and so exercise had happened between which of the following countries, India with which country. Okay, so this exercise name is Al Mohad Al Hind exercise, and this had been held. This has to be held today on. This has been held recently or. Yesterday it has been held. So it is between India and Saudi Arabia. Okay, so where it has held, who had participated, whether it is multilateral, bilateral, okay, whether it is military, navy or air force exercise. So these things you need to understand, these things you need to be clear about. Okay, next article, that is Quad officials discuss holding leaders summit. This is mentioned on page number 10. And it is important for GS paper 2 under international relations. Basically, Quad Summit, we know about it. Quad Leader Summit has happened last year. Now it has to happen this year as well. It is very important in terms of the presence of countries or like-minded countries like India, USA, Australia, and Japan in the Indo-Pacific Ocean. So Indo-Pacific Ocean, basically, it is emerging as a very important political changing the paradigm shift in the political sphere or international politics. So it becomes very, very important. So India's role into it, what India wants from this summit, okay, what is the stand of India in the upcoming summit? So these becomes very important. What are the commitments of the countries towards Indo-Pacific region? What is the commitment of India in the Indo-Pacific region? What India is playing the role in Indo-Pacific region? What is the importance of Indo-Pacific region? So these things you can have a clear picture of it. Okay. Next article, that is common survey to count elephants and tigers. Estimation methods will be harmonized. This article you will find on page number 10, and this is important for prelims paper. So basically this article is talking about a survey. A common survey will be conducted for the census of elephant and tigers. So basically, what methods are used for the counting of elephant and tigers, that you need to be clear, because once it had been asked in prelims paper for M stripes, okay, that has been used for which of the following census, okay, tiger census, elephant census. So these type of questions they ask. If elephant census has to be taken place, so what all methods had been used in the previously, and what method they are going to use in the common survey, okay, what are the figures, if it has improved or declined, if issues are being faced by elephants regarding habitation, and similarly for tiger as well. So these things you need to clear about. So these all important articles are there in today's The Hindu, and these are important to read about for various papers, prelims and various GS papers. And on the last page, you will find the summary of such articles where it has mentioned. So this will be helpful for you to map and read it in the lesser time. So thank you so much. With this, I'm signing off. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.